Here in the South Vietnamese capital of Saigon.
In Jackson, Mississippi, in the occupied West Bank. From St. Peter's Square in Vatican City.
No one did it quite like Peter Jennings. 50 years in broadcasting, an enormous loss, an amazing legacy.
That clip originally aired August 7, 2005, the day the world lost Peter Jennings. I can remember that moment as a 12-year-old who was just getting into news. I don't necessarily remember watching Peter Jennings host World News Tonight, but I can certainly remember his cancer diagnosis. I wanted to take a quick moment to pay tribute to Peter, as he was one of America's last great anchors, a person whose seriousness and credibility really grabbed your attention when he was on screen, something that is rarely seen today. Jennings' work on World News Tonight set the nightly editorial tone for ABC News, an influence he maintained through his cancer battle and up until his death. Looking back, what I find most unique about Peter Jennings were his special reports.
I'm Peter Jennings at ABC News headquarters.
Nobody evoked the seriousness and command that he did. His journalistic compass heard in this video as he instructs the control room to go live ahead of Bill Clinton's now infamous press conference about the Lewinsky scandal.
The Vice President of the United States, Al Gore.
Pretty soon I would go on here. Yeah, if you want to.
This is an ABC News special report. Crisis in the White House.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Peter Jennings in Washington. We're going to interrupt a previously scheduled event at the White
That
House
is the editorial influence that I was mentioning earlier. At no point did Peter play a more important role than on his coverage of 9/11, a day that saw him in the anchor chair for 17 hours. As always, with Peter in the chair, he told you everything he knew, and he was always in control.
Peter, I suspect you are looking at exactly the same pictures. Well, I know you're looking at the same pictures we are.
We are, Charlie. We've been watching it from the beginning. We'll be watching this for much of the day. There is chaos in New York at the moment. There have been not one but two incidents. I guess first of all, let me go to another eyewitness. ABC's Bill Blakemore, one of our senior reporters, has been an eyewitness to the New York incident. Bill, you on the phone?
Yes, I am, Peter.
Go ahead.
I'm down at 12th Street.
But Tony, you, I know, been party to a lot of these. Is that speaker I hear behind you?
Yes,
Could you just turn around and ask somebody to turn it down?
Hold on, please. I'm on to Peter. Could you turn it down?
Thanks very much.
He was there for all of the major events of that day.
Oh, my God.
The second tower.
It's hard to put it into words, and maybe one doesn't need to.
On the evening of 9/11, there was a presidential address, which he anchored.
The President of the United States, when he is in many respects needed most.
And in the following days, an address to Congress.
This is an ABC News special report. President Bush's address to Congress. Now reporting from ABC News World Headquarters in New York, Peter Jennings.
Good evening, everyone. This is a very important national occasion, the most important.
These were huge events, all anchored by one person, Peter Jennings. A quick technical note. After all, that's what this show is about. ABC News flexed its muscle being in its hometown of New York City. Take a look at this shot from the roof of 40 East Harrison Street. It had two microwave relays, one back to the Empire State Building and another back to West 66th Street. It was before the days where you could just set up a live view backpack. Eventually, ABC got a hold of an apartment in that building and they set up shop there with a box lens. All to go the extra mile to get that aerial shot when news helicopters weren't flying in the aftermath of 9/11. While this video focuses on Peter Jennings, of course it's not to suggest that CBS and NBC didn't have other serious anchors. Of course they did. Even ABC had other pivotal anchors, Barbara Walters and Ted Koppel among them. But there's something about the style of Peter Jennings that's always fascinated me. I feel like a part of journalism died with him, especially on the broadcast networks. a brand of journalism that we haven't seen since and perhaps won't see again. Earlier, we spoke of 9/11. There was devastation beyond the human tragedy, one that was technical. The North Tower of the World Trade Center was home to many broadcast signals, and all of a sudden, it was gone, creating a near blackout of TV and radio in New York City. One main backup location emerged, Armstrong Tower in New Jersey, the birthplace of FM radio. Join me this fall as we explore the technical and logistical hurdles of getting New York City back on the air in the wake of 9/11. It's a project I've wanted to bring you for quite some time, and I hope you'll join me.